Hello friends, this is Music Man from his man cave. And so far you guys have not requested any movies that you want me to review this summer. If you request any, I am more than happy to review any movies. You seem to be happy with what I'm doing, so I'll continue on, and I will review any movie that you're interested in my opinion and what I think of the movie. Today we're going to talk about engine oil. Kind of controversial. There's lots of choices on the shelf at Walmart, aren't they? Let's talk about it right now. Music Man from his man cave, engine oil. So you'll hear everything. The old standard was every 3,000 miles change your oil, or every 3 months or something like that. And now you'll walk into a store and there's all these different types of oil. There's the conventional, it's called conventional oil, which is the oil that I use. And there's a mixed oil, which is part synthetic, part conventional oil. And then you have full synthetic oil that was started by a company, Mobil One. And it has on its carton that you can go 15,000 miles between oil changes. Well, a lot of this depends upon experience and what you believe. Now for me, I go with the cheapest oil. I buy whatever's on sale. Because if it has that SN marking, I was told by my uncle, who is a diesel mechanic, that it's all good oil. The only difference between the oil is the detergents that they put in it. So last time Valvoline was on sale for $15 for 5 quarts. So I grabbed that because the Walmart oil was on sale for $12.67. So I said, might as well go with Valvoline this time. Maybe it's got a different detergent or something in it. Who knows? So my rule is I change my oil about every 6 months. Some cars I've only gone 2,000 miles in that time. My wife's car has gone about 5,000 miles in that time because she drives her car for work. So I have the 5SFE engine, the 4-cylinder, that is the sludging motor. You can look it up on the internet. It's the sludging motor. It's the motor made by Toyota that sludges. It's supposed to fill up with sludge and it's supposed to die on you all the time. Now, I believe that this is fictitious. The reason I believe this is fictitious is because I've had 4 of these cars. 4! You know how many sludging problems I've had? 0. Out of all 4 of those cars, surely one of them would have sludged. I only have 3 of them now. But I have not had any sludging problems. I changed my oil on that 6-month time basis. Now, I know some people like the synthetic oil, and they will change their oil less frequently. Well, my Toyota is one of the easiest engines to change oil on that's made. The oil filter is right on the front of the motor right here, right by the manifold. It can't get any easier than that. And I always screw it about hand tight and a little tighter. And the bolt underneath the plug is easy to reach, and I can have it done in 10-15 minutes, and that's with cranking the engine and waiting for the oil to settle and then turning the engine off and seeing where the oil level is. And even though I notice it doesn't change much, I think that they're making the engines more idiot-proof, so you don't have to wait for the oil to drain down as much. I run 5W30 oil all year round. I don't change to 10W30 to 5W30 to 10W30 to 5W30. I just run 5W30, and I haven't had any issues. Even in hot weather, I haven't had any issues with my oil. And I have at times had to take my valve covers off to change the valve cover gasket, and it looks just as clean as brand new. No sludge under there. Absolutely sparkly clean. All there is black varnish. And I think, and this is just my thought, I think that some people are waiting too long between oil changes is the reason they're having sludge problems. I don't have any other answer. Or maybe it's a certain type of oil that they use. I don't know. There have to be research done on it. Now, I have my Toyota mechanic friend of mine, who's a genius, says not to put Pennzoil in your car. And he says it because it has some kind of resin or something in the oil, like a wax. And so he said, do not put that oil in Toyotas. Now, he's pretty smart guy, and I follow his advice. So I run Walmart, I put in Quaker State, I put in Havoline, anything that's on sale. SuperTech, you name it, cheapo oil. That's what I run in my car. And I haven't had any issues. So engine oil. Well, I say whatever works for you. Now, I have severe weather. I have severe winters that I let that oil be in there 6 months, and it's always really dirty. But also remember there's detergents in the oil, and they also work to keep down rust and everything, because like even in the winter, it's hard to get a car up to temperature before you get to work. So one of the biggest threats where I live is water. Water on top of your oil, water in your gas tank. And so if you can get your engine up to heat, then it will evaporate off that water. If you don't, then you're going to have some issues with your motor, because I don't think water and metal do too well together. Remember, I am stupid with money. And this is one mistake I've never made, because I've had people tell me and warn me. And anyway, so my advice to you is I would not follow the manufacturer's recommended thing they say in their book. Like they say go to 7,500 miles. I think that's pushing it with conventional oil. It's good oil, but that's pushing it, especially if you drive in severe weather. You might get away with that in optimum situation where it's 70 degrees and you drive a lot of road miles. But if you drive a lot of from work and back and so forth, you don't get the engine up to heat a lot. My rule is I would not follow the manufacturer's recommendations. I would say every 6 months, or no matter what the mileage is, change that oil religiously. Music Man from his man cave. Engine oil. Change it every 6 months. You'll be fine. It'll be grand. Take care. Bye.